Finally continuing on in Final Fantasy XIV. Got the Feet of Proof. I know we went inside and saw the giant creature encased in ice. So let's get started. As we've just been informed, the Feet of Proof requires us to seek the High Luminary Garfurler somewhere upon these mountains. However, if earlier feats are any indication, we must assume the challenge precludes the Hakyui from answering our questions in a straightforward manner. Thus, I would ask you to pay close attention while attempting to define Gerfler's whereabouts. Though the giants may not give us a precise location, there may be clues hidden within their words, such as my theory. Anyway, let us see what we can discover. Alright, where's our 3? Because it's always 3. Like I said, it's always 3. They're not that bad. Asking after the High Luminary as well, are you? I know not where to find him, but I do hope you have the opportunity to speak together. He is a great man with a deep reverence for our traditions. These glyphs we carved. For one, he affords them as much value as any treasure we possess. They are records of lives lived. Your arrival, too, I will etch into stone that the story of our meeting may endure for untold turnings of the sun. If you are curious about our ways, then I bid you visit Proof to the northwest of here. It is one of our grave sites. Okay, so it's in the northwest. Where he might be. He is warder of the Sky Ruin, but also keeper of the sepulchres, and his duties often take him outside the village. Okay, so he's outside the village, possibly, let's say to the west. First things first, was anyone able to coax forth a definite location for the High Luminary? unexpected. What band of clues or other hints might point us in the right direction? I heard that in addition to his usual duties, Gerfler is charged with keeping the graves. As did I. The Yankee sepulchres appear to hold some special significance in their culture. But would it be appropriate for us outsiders to enter their burial grounds? Proof, you say? Did he encourage you to visit this place yourself? Then let us go take a look. Even if we don't find Garfield there, it will give us a chance to learn more about the Yakui. The gravesite is somewhere northwest of here. Well, we can leave from that side of the village to start, shall we? Others have gone ahead to prove. Following the West Trail, there were sharp objects everywhere, so we're all moving at our own pace. Some of us are not built for craggy terrain. I thought to get my bearings from up here first so I don't stumble off a cliff. Why don't you try catching up to Aaronville? He should be able to point you in the right direction. Crater. There's no wood, no trees, not even dry grass, yet it still burns. This must be one of the scars left by Vili Garmanda's rampage as told by the saga. The Sky Ruins fires are described as eternal flames that can be quenched by neither storm nor time. And here I thought it was literary embellishment. But now I've lost sight of Uklaman. Proof is northwest along the main road, so hopefully she's still heading that way. I feel like we're gonna be in this area for a hot minute. should have grabbed some, probably should have grabbed some more food. Oh well. Oklahoma wins again. Looks like everyone is here now, so... Greetings, friend. Are you Gerfuller? No, I am not. The High Luminary did, however, task me with providing a lesson in sepulchres to those who come in search of him. Oh, so we were meant to find our way here after all. Are you to tell us who is buried here? No one is buried here in the sense you mean. When a body has served its purpose, we consign it to the flames and then scatter the ashes across the peaks. Okay. Moreover, we do not conceive of death as others do. For us, a person does not die when their heart ceases to beat, but only when they are no longer born in the hearts of all those who... Okay, so this is very Dia de los Muertos. Very Coco. So you die when you are no longer remembered. This is why we build our sepulchres before age and mishap claims us, that we might etch ourselves into the living chronicle for all eternity. This grave belongs to a good friend. His mortal vessel ended its journey some years ago, but he lives within me even now. Up there stands my own sepulcher. As long as it exists, so too will I. I will endure in the hearts of those who read my grave clips, in the same manner my friend does in mine. Has it always been thus for your people, this conception of existence and death? Continue along this path to the indelible passage. Behold the story upon its walls. You may find the answers to your questions. And that's what we'll do. Your traditions are fascinating and I'd love to know more. I thank you for allowing me to share them, for in doing so, so will I remain in your hearts also. We travel. Look, I know I explored this area, which I actually did do. Thus, the High Luminary commanded that I watch for your arrival. As the chronicles of our people, it has ever been my family's duty to pass on the teachings of the murals from generation to generation. They really are magnificent, and together they tell the story, they tell the tale of your people's history. They are the events which shaped us. I would share them with you ere you continue on your way. Please, we would love to hear all about it. Then I will begin. This first mural depicts a time more than 1100 years ago, an age of great prosperity for the Yakui. Blessed with size and strength unmatched by other peoples, our ancestors marched forth and brought much of Dawntrail under their domination. Then, when all before them had been conquered, their gaze turned northwards, seeking to expand their territory and power. Here we see the expedition of Dawntrail. Unable to cross the strait by ship, our forefathers set to build a bridge to the northern lands, a grand labor which consumed the greater part of a century. Zorger the Boundless, who still make use of that bridge in Tuliolal for travel. I can't imagine the patience and dedication it took to complete a work of that scale. But I've never heard of any Yakui living in Dawntrail. What happened to the ones who went on north? Look upon the next mural and behold the answer. The scene suggests that many giants perished all at once. What manner of enemy could have repelled their invasion? A foe unnamed and unseen. When the expedition pushed forth into Dawntrail those thousands of years ago, its soldiers were felled by disease. Some terrible illness. No virulent plague or newly arisen blight. For the local Tanawata and Shatana, it was a mild affliction of the sort that comes with the turning of the seasons. What manifested for them as slight fevers and coughs, however, proved deadly to our people. Out of every 10 Yakui who joined the northern campaign, 9 succumbed to the infection. Those who survived continue to suffer, finding it difficult to sire offspring. Wow. I've heard of this before. Lacking in inherited resistance, visitors to distant lands can fall deathly ill to disease a local might shrug off. These events might have also given rise to the practice of cremation rather than burial of mortal remains. The final mural depicts the return of our grieving brethren to Pacha. The reason they first left, why they had fought so long and pushed so far, was to ensure peace for our homeland. This undertaking began in ancient times, when our forebears learned they shared a continent with peoples unlike to us in appearance or custom. They feared invasion was inevitable. Rather than meekly await their fate, they decided to strike the first blow. Yet when they fought on and on, the old idea of peace drifted further and further away. Only after the disaster in Dawntrail and their withdrawal to the mountains did they come to understand. The peace we envisioned had been ours for the taking all along. It was here, in a place which birthed us here. In the stones upon which we recorded our days, here, in this tranquil life we had traded for conquest and conflict. When you do nothing but fight, it can blind you to what's right before your eyes. And so we return to the present. I trust you found this brief history of our people enlightening. I'm always glad to learn more about my fellow Turali, how you've lived until now, and how you wish to live from now on. Then I believe you're ready to proceed. The High Luminary bids you meet him upon the summit of Warkar Zomar, or Zormer. I had a feeling we'd end up scaling that middle mountain. Well, it's a feat worthy of the name. Follow the trail south of here and begin your ascent, but be wary. Beyond the entryway, the mountainside is home to ferocious beasts, both mundane and otherwise. We'll keep that in mind. Thank you for the warning and the lesson. Finally, we know where we're going. To the top of Warkor Zormor. Alright, we ascend. Forgetting I don't have to actually wait to mount up anymore. Oh my god, is it gonna be a sunny day? Finally? Like, every single time I come through here, it's just like cloudy and dark and miserable. This thin mountain air is going to be the death of me. How long have you been standing here? I was just taking in the scenery is all. Come on, we don't want to fall too far behind. I don't know if I know any others. Okay, this is how you climb the mountain. Got it. You remember how the chronicler was saying that the more they fought, the further away they moved from their idea of peace? It occurs to me that if Zoralja is attempting the feat of proof, then he will have heard the same lesson. I can only hope it's made him reconsider his own stance on educating people more. I highly doubt that.
Gods, that is one tall mountain. And we're supposed to climb it?
Farther, Tomar, Tuliorlu, Korogar.
He's speaking the old Yokhui tongue. The words are difficult to catch.
Though your words are crude and cumbersome, I use them for your benefit. You are a claimant in this right. of succession.
That's right.
Then, if you die, Tuliyola loses a potential ruler.
That's a dark thing to say, friend. I get the feeling you don't share the opinions of the other Yokhui we've met.
We do not grovel before Gulul, Jar Jar, like those shameless lapdogs. My brethren and I are conquerors, and we will restore our people to their rightful place as Tura's overlords.
The Giants have their own factions too, it seems.
You think your kin weak for showing deference to my father, but they do not follow the man. It is his peace they respect, a peace they always wanted, which they realized could be had right here.
Justifications of the craven. They turn their gaze from our ancestors, from the dream we kept alive for 1,000 years and more. They are unworthy of bearing our legacy. I will reclaim the glory of our people. And our ascension begins with the death of the third promise.
Stop! I don't want to fight you!
Then die on your knees. Opportunistic vermin seek to feast on us, do you? Get down here! Your neck will be the first I snap this day!
That's right!
Why do you help us?
I didn't put much thought into it. My legs were moving before I knew what was happening. I suppose I feared you'd die before we had the chance to get to know each other. Before I could learn more about you.
To what end?
Oh, that's simple. If we're to share the land, it's the best way for us to become friends. How is he?
He'll live. Not quite ready to walk under his own strength, however.
If you could stay and tend to him, the rest of us will continue on to Wokor Zormor.
Understood. Be careful up there.
This changes nothing. We will not forsake our conquest.
As you like. You want to kill me, you're welcome to try. But right now, you might want to worry about your comrade.
On a mountain of that size, there are bound to be creatures even I've never heard of. I'll trust you to lead the way.
Then we climb. Gurfurlor is waiting.
Furor, Elector of the Dawn Servant, prepare to be tested.
I heard taste, not test.
Prove you are worthy to rule. Chronicles ahead. Prepare the hunger of roiling waters. Chronicles ahead. Recount the fury of erupting beaks. I will take the measure of your resolve.
I'll handle the healing.
Implacable strength of the mountain, be mine! Spirit of my brethren, your thunder roars! That you should endure my fury. Chronicles of Hell. Record the cruelty of merciless storms.
Good, claimant. Once more, I name myself Gur Fulur, High Luminary to my people, and chosen Elector of the Dawn Servant.
You are much bigger than the others in the village.
All Yokui were once my equal in size, but ever since we were decimated by disease, it is rare to see a child reach our former stature.
You speak of the contagion which afflicted the Shaktural expedition. The one recorded in your murals.
It is a chapter of our history that is entangled with the legend of the Golden City.
I've heard that legend originated with the Yokui. Is this true?
With the visions our ancestors had, to be precise. Preceding the campaign into Shaktural, many were visited by dreams of glittering splendor. They described a paradise that knew neither war nor famine, where people lived lives of eternal happiness. A single dreamer might have been dismissed, but when dozens, if not hundreds, spoke the same, the luminaries became convinced it was divine revelation.
Then the expedition.
Its purpose was to find the City of Gold. Yes, help was marshaled from all the territories under our control. Lands were scoured on a massive scale.
Ah, little wonder the legend is so similar across Tural. Those involved with the search would have passed the stories down to their children.
Another claimant, I see. I will test your worth, as I have tested those who came before you.
Here and now, I think he means.
Well fought, second promise. For you and your sister's success in performing the feat of proof. You both shall be rewarded.
Three to go.
How glorious it would have been to race thee and thine to the summit. Though mayhap not whilst being hounded by Bakul Jaja and his minions.
Again, that swine shows his disdain for the right.
Strangely, despite his eagerness to antagonize us, he withdrew as soon as we fought back in earnest. I cannot fathom what he was trying to achieve. On a similar note, I'm also curious as to why you chose the peak of Warkor Zormor for the conclusion of this feat. The earlier stages saw us learn the history of the Yokui. Does this location also hold some special meaning for your people?
Yes, it is a place of great significance.
All these monuments. Is this a burial ground?
Every high luminary before me is enshrined in this earth. Alongside them are the heroes who bravely stood their ground when Valigarmanda brought ruin to Urkopacha 8 decades past.
That explains why there are so many.
Zorolja, I should have known you'd arrive here first.
Third promise. How relieved I am to find you in good health.
Zorolja, you bastard! I should end you here and now!
Remember where you are. You will mind your conduct, or you will leave.
Right. Sorry.
I see no reason to delay further. Show me my father's sepulchre.
Papa has a grave?
Upon this monument are inscribed the names of those who sealed away the monstrous Valigarmanda, your fathers included.
Gulul Jaja, Master of Resolve and Reason, Champion of Peace.
Look at this one. Kettenram, Navigator of Uncharted Oceans.
Kettenrun, the Laminsan explorer. Does this mean he joined Galul Jaja on his travels?
Kafkiwa, Seeker of the Unknown. How strange to see your name here.
It was unheard of to build living sepulchres for those who were not Yokui. But their great deed demanded recognition.
Master of Resolve and Reason, Champion of Peace? Papa really did some amazing things.
He carved his path with martial skill.
Yet it was clever thinking which allowed him to trap Valigarmanda within its own ice magics.
Martial skill and clever thinking. I can't compete with Zorolja's mastery of the Head of Resolve's techniques. And when it comes to knowledge, Kona's the one who most takes after the Head of Reason. Is there anything that I've gotten from Papa? Something I do better than the others?
Champion of Peace. Whatever that part of the title was.
What else defines him? Oh, of course. Papa's love for peace, for his people. That is what he's given me. And I'm fighting to preserve the peaceful Tural he built. What in the hells was that?
I think I know. Bakul Jaja. They released the thing.
You must return to Warlar's Echo immediately. Valigar Manda has broken free.
I presume that was about the unholy sound?
Valigar Manda is free.
We need to get back there, now!
And I know exactly who freed us.
How fortuitous. We have been gifted an opportunity to outpace our rivals.